Hello and welcome to this new video. This one is about an easy method how you can tame your double kick doing fast sections. I have a little track here, and here we have a fast double kick section. So at first let's have a listen. And I wanna just tame the low end energy of the double kick just doing this fast section. And in the past I have done it with multi-band compressor settings or sidechaining the bass and the kick drum. It also works, but sometimes it also messes up your low end, especially doing slower sections. And it's also a little bit complicated to set up. And nowadays what I like to do is I go to my kick track or my kick group track, doesn't really matter. And I put in a simple EQ, and whenever I want to tame some low end, I prefer a low shelf. You can also use a low cut, but with a low shelf you have a little bit more control without cutting everything. And let's go for around 40 Hertz, and let's say between -2 and -5 dB. So let's start with -3, and now I hit the global bypass button, and in Cubase now I hit the automation right button on the kick track here, and now doing this fast section I activate and deactivate the plugin manually, and then Cubase automatically creates me an automation track with this parameter here. And as you can see here, Cubase has automatically created this automation track with the bypass parameter. Don't forget to deactivate the white button, otherwise whenever you hit play and you move something, Cubase will create another automation track. But we don't want that, so let's deactivate this. And now only the automation read is activated. And here you can see the exact part when I hit the plugin, and of course you can go in and move it exactly to the right spot. It doesn't have to be exactly, but let's do it anyway. And same thing here. Let's move this one here. And now it's exactly at the right time. And the cool thing about this method is you can experiment with different settings here. Let's say we want to go further. Let's say we go to 80 Hertz and we use more gain reduction. Let's go a little bit crazy. Let's go -8 dB. It also works, but now we are losing a lot of the energy of the kick drum, and the sound difference is, in my opinion, too big between the single kicks and the double kick section. So try something out and experiment with these settings. So let's go back with -3 and let's put it to -4. And another thing you can do is doing the fast sections. Of course, we want to hear the kick, and let's say around 2.5K, we go for a bell boost with a very broad Q filter. And let's say 0.6. And let's say 1 dB or 1.5 dB. And let's have a listen how this sounds. And another good point, in my opinion, is with this method, with the high end, you only have the high end boost doing the fast section. because too much high hand in slower double kick sections or slower single kick sections is a little bit distracting in my opinion. And we can do the same thing for the bass track. So let's add in another EQ here, and let's do the same thing. Let's go for a low shelf, and let's say around 50 Hertz and minus 3 dB. Let's hit the global bypass button, and the same thing. Let's hit automation wide, and let's do it the same way with the kick drum. And again, Cubase has automatically created this automation track. Let's deactivate the white button. Let's put the things here on the right spot. This one and this one. It's pretty much in the right spot already, but let's do it anyway. And now the same thing, you can also experiment with the settings here. Let's go a little bit further, let's say minus 5 dB. And here the same thing. Be careful with the settings, because when the sound difference is too big, when the bass kicks in the next section, it can be a little bit distracting for the listener. And yeah, so for me this is a great and easy method to find the right balance between the bass and the kick drum, especially during these fast sections. Because sometimes you want a little bit more energy from the bass or a little bit more energy from the kick drum. And with this, you can balance this out just for this section alone. And yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you found this helpful. If so, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button, give it a thumbs up, and see you on the next one. Bye.